And his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Mr. Porzingis. No good on the three. Williams in the post. And the slam by Williams.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Over in the corner, White. Back to Tatum. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Williams. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Pass to Holiday. Launches a three. Drains the three-pointer.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Here's Holmgren. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's White. Off target with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. Here's White. Brown outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Thunder lead by 3. Tries from 10. The shot by Williams, no good. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Al Horford with the rebound. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outside, Horford. Three-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Here's Holmgren. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, they get the rebound. Out to Wallace. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. It's White on the wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Wallace. Outside, Dort. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And Dort gets it to go.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brown outside. Pass to Horford. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Williams from outside. Here's Holmgren.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Holmgren hits them both. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Left side, Tatum. Here's Pritchard. A three-pointer off the mark. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're up by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Thunder. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Hauser. No good on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Craig. Here's Hauser. Pass to Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Hauser. Scoreless thus far. Nice hit again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
To the paint. Here's Dort. White with the defensive effort.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
The kick out to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Thunder trailing by 5. Dort, left side. With some arc. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Pass to Tatum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Boston leading by 4. The screen from Brown. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Austin with the ball.
Substitution on the floor.
Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Double team on Holiday. Over in the corner, White. Boston again missing. Thunder trailing by 5. Here's Holmgren. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Pass to Hauser. Outside Holiday. Here's White. Oh, good with the triple. Wallace with the ball. Still yet to score. Outside, Dort. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Boston leading by 5. Pass to Porzingis. Brown outside. The shot, no good. Good D by Williams. Wallace outside. Outside Williams. Wallace attacking. Plays it up and banks it in. Wallace has got his first bucket in this one. White left side. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Wallace. Just 4 to shoot. A 3. Holmgren can't hit. The Celtics with the lead. Now Brown. He's guarded by Williams. Brown drives in. And the dunk by Brown.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. He'll take it.
And so we conclude the first half. Celtics lead by 7. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. And he banks in the layup. Hartenstein's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Thunder. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Leading by 5. Here's White. That 3 off the mark.
You know what, though,
sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. And he paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. Inside, here's Dort. That one goes. Count it.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On the free throw, no good. Outside Holiday. Thunder with the rebound. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Pass to Holmgren. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Screen by Porzingis. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Outside, Dort. Six on the shot clock. To the inside. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. Buries it down low. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Here's Dort. And it's White with the rebound. And here's Boston. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Left side, Brown. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. A three-pointer, no good. Williams, that's for 2. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Tatum way outside. No good on the quick 3.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Pass to Pritchard. Brown wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Under trailing by 10. Here's Hartenstein. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Bucket is good. Hartenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter. Tatum draws the double. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
All game. They've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Brown outside. Down low. Here's Horford. Nice. Pass led him to the rack perfectly. For the layup. Horford's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. To the inside, Williams. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And here's Brown outside. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. Here's Joe. No good from outside. Now here's Brown. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Free t-shirts. And so it's Boston in. Control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. 36. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Inside. On the wing, Brown. Pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lets it go from deep. Under trailing by 11. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's in there.
Oh, silky, smooth shot there by Gilgeous-Alexander. He knew the floater was the right move to beat the defense.
The offensive rebound. Here's White from past the arc. And the Thunder with the possession here. Williams in the post. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He's off on the first.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. Boston leading by 8. Here's Tatum with the drive.
2 extra loud points there by Jason Tatum, sending a message.
Wiggins left side. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Horford.
No question, he got bumped on that
shot. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Outside Tatum. Fires from deep. There's Tatum's range on display.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Horford.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Dort wide open. The Thunder with another miss.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Shoots the 3. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 11. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
It's White on the wing. And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple. Brown's got the lead up to 12 now for Boston.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Dagnall talked to his team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to Holmgren. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Outside, Horford. And here's Tatum for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Williams with the ball. Out guarded by Tatum. Holmgren gets the bucket. 11 points for Chet Holmgren.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Here's White. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember. And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Outside, Porzingis fires the three. White, good.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Dort. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Pass to Horford. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
That's on Jaylen Brown. He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
Jaylen Brown.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Here's White. And here's Tatum for three. No good. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by...
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in my